Now folks, we don't need to get steamy here, but I want to give you some key words from the English language that relate to physical intimacy, and we're going to solve them very quickly and very easily right now. Okay, because there seems to be some confusion regarding who created sex and who created physical intimacy and who takes the glory for it. Well, his name is God, and he is three people, who is love. Okay, so we're just going to show you some of the obvious words that come to mind in this whole thing, and how they all do the superstar plus one effect, okay? So, the word gasp, plus one, superstar plus one on the end, same with the word moan. This is the threes right here, okay? The word gas, this adds to 30, this adds to 27. Well, this is really obvious what God is up to here, because this is 3 points higher than this one, so that means these two words end up equaling the same thing. I kid you not, and grade 3 children can do the math. They both equal 43, which is, of course, the same offset from the multiple of 3s plus 1. That's the whole point of the superstar plus 1. It's the steam locomotive on the end. This is the gold train of 3s right there. Okay? The same thing is done in the word cry. Okay? This is the 3, both letters divide by 3. Really obvious, 21. And this is plus 1 over a multiple of 3. And the same thing in the word exclaim. Here it is. Here's your plus 1. And here's your gold train of 3s right there. They're all what we call steam locomotives, like gold trains for the number 3. That's what God has ordained. It's all for the number 3, because God is three people in perfect love. Okay? And the human soul so greatly desires love that people will do basically anything to get it. Ironically, we don't go to God for it first, which is, of course, the thing we're supposed to do. So, and then what does exclaim add to? 6 plus 21, 27, 30, 54. Wow, that equals love. That equals love. Okay? So there's the solution of some of the most basic words. And of course, never forget that the word sex is super easy to solve. That's 24,888 plus 24,888 in 3 letters. Like, it's just too easy, too obvious. Jesus equals 888 takes the glory for sex. He created it. And the more you look, the more you see. This is not rocket science. This is, grade 3 children can do this math. And they need to do this math, because if you step outside of God's best for sex, then it's going to hurt. And yes, the word penis and vagina both divide by 3. You can do the math yourself. Grade 3 children can do the math. Why does this all divide by 3? Because God is 3 people. But if children are not taught this, they have no idea what they're doing in this world. And that is scary business, because there's nothing scarier than 2 people having sex without knowing what they're going to teach their children, and without knowing what this universe is, and without knowing, having any moral compass to teach their children. I mean, the worst thing about people having sex is that they don't know God. And the kids, they don't think of the kids that they're going to produce when they have sex. And what are you going to teach your kids? What are you going to teach them about this universe? It's unbelievable how many barriers and laws and regulations we have against, you know, all sorts of things. And you have to pass like crazy exams. You got to like pay like multiple thousands of dollars to get your degree, to get qualified for a dumb job, like, you know. Oh, but to have kids, like it's just like, just produce them and have no idea what to teach these children. I'm like, people, men of the world, you might want to get your brain fixed regarding who God is and what this universe is before you decide to get married. Okay? Because children need to be fed the truth about who God is. Okay? And in my opinion, no one should go anywhere near marriage. No man should go anywhere near marriage until he understands who God is and can teach it well to his wife and his children at all times. It's the most important thing is what's up here, what you believe and know about the living God, the true God. Oh, praise his holy name. Okay, so there you go. There's some basic words from the world of physical intimacy, from God to you, to the glory of the Trinity. Amen equals 33.